How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I want to make a short video because there's been some updates on stimulus which I think are really important for you guys to know, and I came right out of the shower, heard about this, and wanted to make a video for you. So let me know what you guys think about this below after you watch it. I'd be interested in hearing what you guys think of this new proposal and how you think it will affect us in the long term. So first of all, let's look at the unemployment right now. So 3 states are over 20%. If we look here, Michigan's at almost 23% unemployment. Nevada's at 28% unemployment. Some of these other states are at 22%, and Hawaii 10, 13, 18. They're all across the board very high. So what's this mean? Sure, a lot of people are losing their jobs consistently. It's still millions every week. So there have been a lot of calls for more stimulus still, and we haven't really heard that much about it. We know that the Senate is going to talk about it this week, but the House already passed their bill through last week or the week before, and the Senate's just been kind of waiting on it. The president says that they're going to wait and see, but we have some new information on a new round of stimulus that might be very beneficial to a lot of people. So Portman, as you can see here, Rob Portman, a U.S. Senator, discussed the need to incentivize different employees to get back to work. So he's saying that, yeah, there are lots of people that are out of work that can't help it, but some of them just don't want to go back. They're making more money when they're not even working, so why would they go back? So that has been something that a lot of people have talked about. I know people personally that were making significantly more money on unemployment with that extra $600 boost, and then they were actually working. So that disincentivizes them to actually work. Financially, it makes more sense to stay home. So why would you go back to work when you're going to get paid less? Now he is saying in this new proposal that they're going to give people $450 a week to go back to work. So that's very sizable. That it means a lot over the long term. Now they were talking about increasing the unemployment extra boost for this next round of stimulus, because it runs out July 31st, but now Portman's talking about doing this instead. And Larry Kudlow actually talked about this new proposed stimulus, and he's the director of the United States National Economic Council, so he directly talks to the president and talks through different stimulus packages. He had an interview with Fox News today, and we're gonna just take a look at it here. So I want to stop right here before we keep going and just say thank you for watching the video. Please leave a like and subscribe below. It really does help out the channel. I'm going to keep on producing great content, so keep on watching. It's easier if you're subscribed. And you should also definitely stay through to the end, because I'm going to break down the numbers and talk about how beneficial this new stimulus would be and who it would be beneficial to. So let's watch the video here.
Portman has an idea that I wonder if you think might make sense. A $450 a week back to work bonus for people. What he's trying to get at, as you know better than anyone, is that there are a lot of people not going back to work because they're getting more money on unemployment than they would if they went back to work. Is a back to work bonus the seeds of something down the road that you might get behind?
It may well be. It's something we're looking at very carefully. Senator Portman has a good idea. He understands incentives and disincentives. The trouble with the $600 plus up, and maybe we needed it in that emergency period, but frankly, it's a major disincentive to go back to work, and we don't want that. We want people to go back to work. So we're looking at that. I think the basic point is correct. I would also add the president is a firm supporter of the payroll tax holiday to year end for the worker side. That's an incentive because it would increase after-tax income by 7.6%. We've already done it on the business side. Now we can do it on the worker side. So there'll be some combination. I frankly do not believe the $600 plus up will survive the next round of talks, but I think we'll have substitutes to deal with that issue.
So that is very significant. Kudlow works closely with the president, and he's saying that the unemployment boost is not going to survive the next round of stimulus. That's really telling, because a lot of people would be upset with that, and he's just saying that right now, that he doesn't believe it. There'd be a lot of drama to cast if they were going to fund the next round with that. So a lot of Republicans don't necessarily want to fund that because they want to reopen the economy. Trump really wants to reopen the economy so that there's not that long drag out of this pandemic and having it affect us for 5 years down the road. But a lot of the more liberal politicians want to increase this unemployment, want to help people out. So you see that kind of battle out there. Now, they also talk about the payroll tax cut. So you might get a boost for going back to work and also get a payroll tax cut. And if you don't know about that, I've talked about before, it helps with the FICA taxes, which you get taxed about 7.6%. The problem with that, which I think that a lot of Democrats won't necessarily like, is that that really helps out the higher or the upper middle class a lot more than it helps out the lower class. I've talked about that in several videos. But if you're getting $30,000 a year and you get taxed at 7.6%, that's going to be worth a lot less than if you're taxed at 7.6% for $100,000. It's not like a flat stimulus like some of these other paychecks and the last stimulus package that was $1,200, no matter if you made $75,000 or $10,000. So that is one thing to take into account. I think that there's going to be a little bit of a struggle on that one. But I want to break down the numbers just real quick and show you 3 different scenarios. So scenario 1, you have a salary of about $35,000. Your weekly unemployment would be about $392 depending on what state you're at, but here in Michigan that's about what you'd get paid. Your boost would be $600 a week. So your weekly pay would be about $392. So pretty significant there compared to your salary of $35,000. You'd be getting paid significantly more. This would be your quarter. So I just broke it down into quarters because we aren't looking at a year of this unemployment boost. But you get paid significantly more this quarter than you would otherwise. So normally you get paid just under $9,000. So the next scenario is a salary where we also get this back to work bonus instead of the $600 boost. So you would get more from your weekly paycheck, you'd also get the boost, you'd get paid about $130 more overall. You would end up about $2,000 in the green compared to the first scenario, which that's still really good. I mean, that's significantly more than if you were just on your salary. You'd be getting paid about $5,000 or $5,500 more just in the quarter over 3 months than you would if you were just working your normal job. Now scenario 3 is with the payroll tax cut. So normal weekly paycheck, also the new boost. The payroll tax cut, I know that it's part of your weekly paycheck. I didn't account for taxes here, but it'd be essentially like getting $50 back out of your weekly paycheck. So you would end up with about another $600 throughout the quarter. So it's a small boost relative to a $35,000 a year job. It would be much more significant. Like I said, if you were making $100,000, it'd be several $1,000s over the quarter. But it also doesn't take into account whether you're self-employed, because you have to pay your own FICA taxes if you're self-employed, so you have to pay double actually. But you can see the numbers break down. Whatever scenario you're in, you're going to get paid a lot more if you can take advantage of going back to work. Now, a lot of people won't be going back to work. A lot of people are already retired. A lot of people are on disability. How this bill and this proposal affects them is yet to be seen. I think that they would have to include something for them, because I think you'd have a lot of people that were upset if you couldn't get your job back. There'd be a lot of people upset. If there are people that were already retired, you'd have a lot of people that were upset. And if you had people that were on disability, then you'd have more people that are upset that they can't get some of this extra bonus money. So that is kind of where it's shaken out now. It sounds like they're still looking at another round of stimulus. When that is, what that is, we're not sure yet. They're still focusing on reopening the economy above finding out the next stimulus package. But that is what the Senate is trying to do now that they've come back from Memorial Day, and hopefully we'll get more news soon. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for watching the video. If you're here for stimulus, sign up and subscribe, like the video so that you can keep on getting more of these videos. If you are here just in general and you want to make some free money, there are some links down below for some different stock market accounts where you can get free stock just for signing up, or free stock on Webull. If you put $100 in, you can take that back out in a few weeks and you get 2 free stocks. You can just sell them off if you want. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.